Nobody talks about this, and this is why so many men fail and stay stuck, but so many men succeed. And it is so crucial you understand this. I'm telling you right now, if you can put aside your dopamine junkie brain and not be a monkey for 20 minutes, if that, and let me explain to you this, that has been revealed to me by multiple millionaires that I have contact with. And I'm telling you right now, this is the best video you will ever watch in 2025. And I say that with absolute conviction, right? Obviously, why should you trust me? I am just sat in my room, my hood up right now with a Miro board in front of me. And I'm about to show you right now why you need to trust me, right? Yesterday, I made 15,000. It's the 3rd of April. Let me just show you. It's the 3rd of April. My spending insights for this month, I have had 15 grand transferred into my account in one payment in 3 days. It's April the 3rd now. I've spent £1,000, but money comes and goes. Money's not real. I live a nice lifestyle. I'm in excellent shape. And I'm overall doing a lot better than a lot of the 18-year-olds that you will know or ever know. But it wasn't always like this, and I'll say that now. Because I used to actually be a broke, high loser. I used to be stupid. I didn't have a lot of brain cells on me. I was in trap houses, albeit I never chilled in them. I briefly visited them. I wouldn't stoop that low, but as you can tell, I was fat, I was lazy, I was broke, I was poor, so I did not get born into this. I'm not going to waste too much time, let's get into it. Let's get my paint up, yeah? The key to success that you are probably missing is energy. Now let me explain this, right? As you know, and as I've talked about in my previous videos, your time and energy are the most vital things to your life and your life force. Wherever you put your energy is whatever you'll get back out, right? What you put in is what you get back out, and what you get out is what you put in. So, you need to be extremely careful with your time and your energy, but we're going to be focusing mainly on energy this video, and I want to explain to you why. So, most gurus online, they always tell you to, monk mode. Monk mode's going here, right? Now listen. This is bullshit. Monk mode is complete shit. Because what happens, my camera's lagging, but this is okay. What happens when you go into monk mode is for 3 months, let's say, you lock yourself in the room with no social interaction, you barely go to the gym, you barely do anything that develops you as an actual man. And this video isn't just about money, this is about being a man. I'm about to spill the secrets of the universe. You will go into your room for 3 months to do monk mode. You will get burnt out. It doesn't matter what anybody says, it is a real thing. Burning out is a real thing. You cannot sustain sitting in your room for the rest of your life hustling and grinding away before you lose your head. And I don't care what anybody says to me. This is the reality of it. You can't do that. You need more to sustain and nourish your brain. Like I said, a lot of millionaires, a lot of extremely wealthy people have told me this. This is wrong. Even Charlie Morgan made a video on this. And you know when Charlie Morgan makes a video on this, that shit's serious, right? Let me explain how you properly partition your energy so that you may get the most effective time and efficiency out of your day, right? You have to look at energy like a reserve. It's like a water tank. You only have so much energy throughout the day until you need to recover and rest and sleep again, okay? Now, in life, as a man, you should have priorities. Yeah, we're going to call that P, priorities, right? And you should have a list of priorities, not just making money because you don't want to be a fat, broke nerd, right? So let's say we have gym, right? let's say like me, you're massive into combat sports. So let's say you train MMA, right? You have a business. What other skills can you work on? Your communication skills. Notice how I do not stutter and I have complete conviction in my voice. That's because I have studied the art of communication. Marketing, right? Behavioral psychology. So many different aspects to become the most well-rounded man. But this is only 5 points, and for the sake of this video it will do. We have 5 points, right? We have the tank, and we have 100% energy. Each day, you want to be dividing each of these by 20%. Now let me explain, because there is an exception to this, right? So let's say everything is 20%, okay? And you spend all of the time equally partitioning that energy into everything. However, there will always be something lackluster in life. Maybe your gym is not in the greatest point it's been right now. Maybe you're not making progress as fast as you could be, and that's okay. Maybe you're putting 50% of your of your energy into business, okay? So therefore, the other 4 things will be lacking. What you must do is you must take the time to figure out in your life your priorities right now, whether that's materialistic success, spiritual success, anything like that. You must note down all of the things that you are going to do and that are your main focuses as of right now in life. Get 100, get the points, equally divide it. Figure out what point is lacking the most and what needs the most work, okay? Let's say gym. It's at 5% right now in terms of energy, but my physique is fantastic, right? This is fine. It's perfect. You don't need to put any more energy into it. Let's say you need to get more cash flow. Your business is only operating at 20% of the energy for the day. Maybe you need to partition 50% of your energy into business. So therefore, the other 4 will drop, and that's okay. But you have to understand where most people go wrong is they end up putting, let's say, 70% into business, and the rest of the 30 goes in between those 4 things. So now, they essentially, it's a remainder number, but they're getting somewhere around, let me do some quick maths, 7%, around 7%, 7.5 maybe, I don't know. I make money, I don't do maths. I find it hard dividing cash. Anyway, 7.5% of each of that will go there, right? Into the 4 different sections. It's fine. You just don't want to be putting too much effort into something that doesn't need a lot of effort. Now let me help you understand. Let me help you understand this further, because what I described there might not have made too much sense to somebody who doesn't really understand this like I do. So I'm going to explain it to a 5-year-old. There is a massive thing in life. It moves everything. Can you guess what it is? Momentum. Fantastic. Right? Think about a hill. Right? What happens when a ball rolls down the hill? It gains momentum. Now imagine you have an 100 kilo ball here, and you need to roll it down the hill. Right? You're here, you little stick figure, and you're going to push the ball down the hill. What do you think will happen when you try to push an 100 kilo boulder down a hill? If you think about it in a linear timeline, what's going to be the hardest point? It's getting that first push. It's pushing it until you can get the momentum to roll down the hill. So let's apply it now to the tasks that we have day by day. Let's say our business is rolling down the hill, and it's already here. So it's got fantastic momentum. I would be wasting my energy if I put 70% of my energy into the business that already has so much momentum. So therefore, maybe, as I know that I have the momentum, I will only put 50%, theoretically. Just so the momentum doesn't slow down, it stays at a good, even pace. Let me explain this as well. Now, something that's up here, it's going to take a lot more momentum, obviously, to push, to start the momentum and that linear process of the movement of the ball, right? So, what you need to do is you need to put more energy into this. Maybe it's your gym. I know I'm using gym and business as a big example, but let's say it's your gym. And you should be putting, let's say 30%. Now you should be putting 70% into the gym. Okay? 30% in your business. Obviously, you have to evenly partition it and adjust for the amount of priorities that you have in your day. Okay? This is the secret they don't tell you, and let me explain why this is so vital, and getting all this shit sorted out is so important to see actual growth and success in this 2025 year, because we're already a quarter of the way through it. Okay? Let me explain this to you. You're a man. I'm going to draw a stick figure here. You're a man, you're a happy man. And you have all these priorities, okay, to make you into a well-rounded man. You have gym, fighting, business, marketing, psychological study, religion if you're a man of God like me. You have all of these priorities. If you solely focus on one, all of the other priorities will drop off. Okay? They will not be as successful as they could be. However, if you now broke down everything you needed to do in a day, you made a list and you figured out what needs more energy than others, and it could be different day by day, you will have the most optimal time and efficiency and energy put into the tasks that matter the most. The 80-20 rule. 20% of the action you take will drive 80% of your income in business. So focus on the 20%. 20% moves the ball. What you want to be doing, and the reason why you don't want to put all your energy into one thing, is in order for you to become a well-rounded man, although it may take a bit of time, remember you can't rush greatness. Success cannot be rushed. You want to be making sure that all of these relative are on a very similar track. You might get a guy, and he might be a bodybuilder, and he might be absolutely huge, but he'd be a virgin, he'd be a fat nerd, right? He makes no money and he's poor. He might be bigger than you in the time being, okay? He's up here with his gym, you're down here with your gym, okay? The thing is, the beautiful thing about life is, with consistency, focus and effort, you will start to get up here very gradually, very, very slowly, okay? It might take you 2 years compared to the 6 months it took him whilst he's on steroids to get to this point here. It might take you 2 years, but in that 2 years, you will have more money than him, you will have more knowledge than him, you will be in better shape than him, you will be a better fighter than him, you will be better all around. So, the key point of this video, and it's really not even been that long, if you sat through this far, I want you to leave a comment. I want you to comment what do I want you to comment? Pair. I want you to comment pair. Okay? If you made it this far, I'm going to follow you on Instagram. I'm going to DM you and I'm going to give you some free coaching, some extra free game. okay? Because this shit is invaluable. I don't even know why I'm posting this shit. Key points and takeaways from this video is to figure out your priorities in life, partition your energy, and create an order of the priorities, an order which would need the most energy. You can't rush greatness, like Central C said, and your time will come. Patience is a virtue, and obviously, like I showed you here, my patience has paid off. Okay? Just make sure every single day you do this one thing. And I know everyone talks about it, but you get 1% better. It should in reality be 1% of every priority, okay? You should be getting 1% better in gym, 1% better in business, 1% better at fighting, 1% better in your brain, your knowledge, your mindset, etc. So many different things to focus on, but don't get too distracted. And I'm telling you right now, if you understand this, and you really, really acknowledge it, because this is the way the universe works, your time and energy are extremely valuable. If you actually think about this and do what I tell you to, you will have the most efficient, focused days of work. And by that, as a byproduct, you will make more money. You will become a better man. You will become more charismatic. You will have more knowledge of people and behavioural patterns and in general human behaviour. You'll understand why people do shit. Everything, if you can do this right, you will absolutely succeed. And I say this with my whole heart because it's what I did. I made this shit into a reality. I've done it. Okay? So I want you to take these points from the video. I want you to reflect upon what I've said. Watch the video again if you need to. And then have a beautiful day and leave a comment saying Apple if you made it to the end.